The documentary is actually, there was it's called Housing and Help, and it's basically Spokane. I think there are some really enlightening possible solutions to that, and just something, I think it's just a good conversation schedule. If you want to bring drinks, feel free.
And then I just want to remind this book, and it'll be at Coulter Coffee, and if you'd like to join in, it's not too late. This is the thing I'm going to throw out. Has anybody ever been to Almaty, Turkmenistan? Anybody has been there?
Turkestan, right?
My son has been there. But anyways, there's a wonderful... Anyways, we're going to have is in the Kalispell Center Mall. You can get from GUUF will come. Alex will be there, and Wala and Mustafa next Saturday night. Andrea, did you have a question? Same question. Yeah, it's on the postcard. It'll be in the e-blast some more next week too. It was in the e-blast this week too. Anyways, it's just an idea. So we'll see how that all, that's an experiment. So enough announcement.
Oh, yes, please, Yvonne.
Okay. We did not, there was not. There was not today, we get an A+. And each of us put only 4 pounds of carbon dioxide. So this is where we can sign up. Yeah.
It may call for some adjustments because some people like to get here at 9:30 for Yvonne, so we all have to bend a little bit, right? We'll begin the service then. Glenn, would you light our candle? Is that his topic for the ceremony that which is interdependence. And while he's lighting, I'd like to read something. This is called "Embraces Us." Remnants of their fiery furnaces pulse through our veins. We cross our space. We build our communities on their harvest of gifts. Our fingers are unknown to us. We are a part of the great circle of humanity, gathered anew this day to celebrate our common heritage. So I invite anyone to come up, please.
For all the people.
And those are small gestures of community that create a sense of belonging.
Share both the joy and sorrow that on Thanksgiving week, my 4 children.
Well, I'll light the last candle then that we have in our hearts and did not say aloud today. Subject is interdependence, and I had I'm having some trouble with statement that's on interdependence. Because it talked about honoring. But as I read that, it feels to me like it is a concept that's hard in our culture to feel that. We heard it in the week. It sounds in maybe groups so that we could be a little more interdependence and sharing about them. Does anybody have a feeling with each other? Do we feel like we'd like to split up? Would that be an interesting, of us could go in there, we could try that. Against that change, oh my gosh. All right, easy to go. Half of you go in there. You don't have to take a chair. Oh, there's a basket in there. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, the rest of us can kind of bring our circle in. All right, I'm going to pass the basket and then of the month to have a circle with a topic. And so comment on them. Do I have it right? Somebody who knows more? We do the readings first and then comment? Yeah.
This is by Dean Coots. None of us salvation, and only by the hope that we give.
This is by Thich Nhat Hanh. Sorry. In our independence as individuals.
Tied into a single garment of destiny.
Lives are connected by 1,000 invisible threads, and along these sympathetic fibers our actions run as causes.
By Peter Coyote, Interdependent.
The web of our life is of a mingled yarn, good and ill together.
Depending on others gives people a chance to serve. Love with its sleeves rolled up.
Is to make us lose sight of our interdependence. In reality, we all depend on each other, and we have to.
Collective wisdom is about our capacity to recognize interdependence and to.
We now realize, as we have never before, our sacrifice for the good of a common discipline. Because without such discipline, no progress is made, no leadership becomes a...
Said, no man is an island entire of itself. Every man is a piece of the I am involved in mankind, and therefore never send to know for whom the bell tolls.
This from Barack Obama. Given our
personal responsibility and intergenerational justice. Anybody would like to express an opinion? I'm going to start it out then. Us being the species, if we bring up because it is, and in my experience with Native American, again, it's very tangible. Well, those two axes, one is spirit and one is in the matter.
Interdependence of humans, but is, something that, gets overlooked. It's like, what? I don't know about this one, really. I don't think interlocking. It's an interplay. And I don't think that everything together, there's like phenomenology, like looking at rocks and how rocks are, it's just, every interdependence is, goes down. We interact with the world and how do we,
Resonates with the, I can't wait, and I probably will never hear or see how they communicate vibrationally or however, but sooner or later, all communicate one way or the other. And I was struck today was that there is I don't know, but there has been some research to that, so they're signaling back and forth.
Well, I love I'm thinking about this piece of my quote. I don't know who Joni Eareckson Tada is, and so I had two thoughts that I want to share. At the Abbey shelter, the empowerment, and we landed on those in 2012. So independent. Because that ensures a healthier ecosystem where we are all helping each other. Interdependence in this family ecosystem. You're helping.
The second sentence again, our independence as individuals depends on our interdependence with others. And
That's why Sapiens, because their ability to work that we have is people to think they can get all sorts of guards, really, that the security that our civilization gives split apart because we don't a single family system. So they just would rather drag that book that, and it's.
Yeah, I just want to kind of piggyback. Can buy a loaf of bread at the store. Like I can go to work or get Social Security, have enough money. The sun, it's the earth, it's just not just us. It's not just our safety.
I listened to a podcast that in that moment, in that feeling, it's a will or to act in a violent manner and into yourself, then that's what breeds that love for everyone else and what's going on in the world. And to imagine that people making decisions, self-compassion or self-love.
Technology in our lives, and it seems every year it's growing at a rate that's all the reading and all the things that I've been assess how much does the energy systems we so utterly rely on anymore, whereas human labor and minerals and gas that are incredibly these days, and our inability to control our appetites for it. So.
And some is a fact. It's happening, whether we think it is or not, whether we acknowledge it. So when we take step, non-renewable energy, benefit for people.
With something is always watching and always listening. We who walk about on the earth break natural law. We can bend it and bend it and bend it, and then it'll spring. We pushed it. We saw and forest catches on fire. And they started that 40-50 island. But I just wanted to end with that, or say that the name, so let's think about novels, if you like, in space, whatever. But the sky